Okay, Homo erectus in Indonesia. So we're seeing Homo erectus in Java about 1.8 million years ago to 1.6 million years ago. And this represents kind of a rapid, widespread movement of the species throughout Asia. Other specimens include Sangrean 17, living at 800,000 years ago or years before present, with a 1,000 cc cranial capacity, which is quite large, that's approaching modern size, and that sagittal keel, which is just kind of the uplifted bump along the sagittal suture on top of the head. All right, so there's Sangrean 17. We're still seeing this long, low cranium, a low forehead, or nearly no forehead, and large brow ridges. This is the 800,000-year-old specimen with the 1,000 cc cranial capacity. Later fossils in Indonesia show some changes, such as larger brains and smaller teeth. So we're seeing this increasing trend of increasing brain size. All right, moving on to Homo erectus in China. So China has yielded some of the earliest information on hominins outside Africa. Gongwangling is a site dating 1.2 million years ago, where we're seeing specimens with large brow ridges, thick cranial bones, and 800 cc cranial capacity. Around these sites in China, we're also seeing evidence of butchery and tool use dating to nearly 1.7 million years ago. One of the most famous sites in China is Zhaocaodian, where a specimen nicknamed Peking Man was discovered. These deposits were dated to around 400,000 to 780,000 years before present. 40 to 50 individuals were found, but the bones were lost during World War II. We do have some notes and replicas of casts and molds that were made to show us what Peking Man looked like. And here is the specimen, or one version of this replica. As I mentioned earlier, the dating of the deposits puts him at 500,000 to 750,000 years old. Okay, moving on to Homo erectus in Europe. Some of the most famous Homo erectus finds in Europe date to a site called Atapuerca in Spain. These specimens look a little bit different though. Some have hypothesized that these are potentially a different species. There's a site called Cima del Elefante, which is called the Pit of the Elephant, with specimens dating to 1.2 million years ago, and Grandolina with specimens dating to 900,000 years ago. And you can see some of the features of this individual's face here in the picture. This is Atapuerca 3, appearing to be a juvenile. Some features seem similar to Homo sapiens. And again, I've got a question mark here. Are they potentially a different species, not Homo erectus?